Good morning and welcome to the great 2023 New York State Fair. Let me tell you, this is a pretty great day to be the Commissioner of Agriculture in New York State. I'm really thrilled to be joined by all of you to help us kick off this 175th fair. As many of you know, our fair is the nation's first state fair. When it was founded in 1841, it was a fair that was based on agriculture, something that New York State is still known for. And I'm proud to say that today the great New York State Fair is still deeply rooted in its founding principles, offering endless opportunities to showcase the very best of New York's agricultural industry, while at the same time providing some fun, some top quality entertainment, exciting rides, fantastic music, and that fun food. These traditions, like drinking that 25-cent cup of perfectly chilled milk from a New York dairy farm. So, round of applause right there. Thank you so much. Right on cue. Seeing the new creative butter sculpture unveiled every year, enjoying a delicious New York-made beverage for a concert, those are the hallmarks of this event here. And that attracts visitors and longtime fairgoers alike. So for many New Yorkers, the fair serves as an introduction to New York agriculture, bridging those gaps across urban, suburban, and rural communities. For me, that is truly connecting the dots at its best. Our fair truly has something for everyone. It's no small feat for a state fair to consistently put on a fun, exciting experience that New Yorkers of all ages and all backgrounds can enjoy, while continuing to showcase the best of New York agriculture. So that said, I want to thank all our partners who helped our shared mission come to fruition year after year and keep this tradition very much alive. And I have to tell you that one of our greatest champions in this effort has been our governor. She is a longtime friend of agriculture. She's committed to the industry. She's been spending a tremendous amount of time traveling to farms across the state. She listens to our farmers firsthand to hear about their needs, about exciting ideas that will shape the future of agriculture in New York. I often joke that she's been on almost as many farms as I've been to, but it's no joke, and she's here to help. Help me welcome Governor Kathy Hochul to the stage.
Thank you, Sean. You already got the job. We're good. Fixing the microphones here. Well, welcome to New York State's fair, but also one of the greatest fairs in our nation. And we are also the oldest fair in our nation. Some say that it goes back to the times of the dinosaurs. Now, I'm just making an observation here that there were dinosaurs walking the earth when we had the first Erie County Fair, but you can fact check that on the internet and see what you get. Richard Ball, how extraordinary it is for you to be someone that the farmers can rely on, but someone that we in government can rely on to lead us on the best path to make sure that people know that this state is so incredibly diverse, that there's more to New York than Statue of Liberty and Niagara Falls, that there are vast, vast thousands of acres of great farmland that's producing food for not just New Yorkers, but literally for the world. So thank you for being the friend of our farmers, a champion of this fair, and a great ally of mine in our administration. Let's give a round of applause to Richard Ball. And Sean Hennessy, our new director. Sean, stand up and take a bow. I love the enthusiasm. Love the enthusiasm. That's great. And also joined by many elected officials who are so proud to represent this part of our state with this really special designation as the home of New York State's Fair. Want to recognize, first of all, my partners in government at the legislative level. Senator Rachel May is here. Senator May. We also have Al Sturpey and Pam Hunter, our assembly members. Any other? Oh, Bill Magnarelli's here. Bill Magnarelli, let's get everybody here. Pam, Rachel. Our county executive, Ryan McMahon, is here, county executive. Our mayor, Ben Walsh, I'm sure we'll be walking around with the kids again this year. We always do as part of our tradition. Our friends in labor who are here, let's give a round of applause for men and women of labor. And also my partners in government. A number of members of my administration have traveled here today, so it's great to see everybody. I also brought along, someone's going to be seeing a lot more of, and that is New York State's first gentleman. That is my husband, Bill Hochul. So let's give him a round of applause. I also see some future farmers and 4-H'ers in the crowd. Let's give them a round of applause. Well, we expect over 1 million people to visit these fairgrounds over the next 13 days. That's an extraordinary number of people. I'm going to guess that certainly goes beyond the population of Onondaga County. We're drawing people from everywhere, and with good reason. This is one of my favorite places. I have been here as Lieutenant Governor. I was here as member of Congress and as a county representative. Every year I find an excuse to come to the State Fair. But this is my second time coming as your governor. And this is really a huge point of pride to me to get to brag about this state fair, and everyone knows that this is a very special place. It's about celebrating our farmers who really have so many struggles before them. We have frosts in the spring and droughts and flooding, and already knowing in the spring that your crop that you work so hard to nurture may not make it through the fall, the harvest. Finding workers. Another enormous challenge, something I'm working hard on every single day. We have our Commissioner of Labor, Roberta Reardon, here as well, who's helping with that effort. But it also gives us a chance to spotlight our great history, entertainment, and of course the food. And we all have our favorites, and I'm sure with that 25-cent cup of milk, they know I want the chocolate milk. I mean, don't even bother with the white milk. I always wanted the chocolate milk. I look forward to stopping there, and I always get the maple cotton candy and of course the sausages. But I've never missed one of my county fairs as a child. The Erie County Fair. I know it's down the road a little bit, but my love of county fairs goes back to just being a child. And literally when we moved back from Washington, we had a choice of where to live after I worked there many years ago. And I wanted to be literally walking distance to our fair. So I didn't have to pay for parking, number one. But my kids could go back and forth throughout the summer and enjoy the freedom and the energy and the excitement of being part of the fair community. As a 4-H'er, my very first public address that perhaps set me on the path to where I am today was demonstrating how to make. We were told to make something nutritious, and I made something called the Banana Orange Frosted. Had to make a nice poster with pictures of bananas and orange on it. It's a smoothie. Before people talk about smoothies, I was there 50 years ago, 60 years ago. But it gave me the confidence to know that I could speak before a crowd as a 10-year-old. That's why I love programs like 4-H and Future Farmers and other programs that give young people the confidence to know that they can be real leaders. So this is where I started discovering myself. And that's why this fair is important, so young people can come here and perhaps get excited. They're going to go over to the Micron area, and maybe they'll think about someday I want to work there. I could work making all these incredible, cool things. They can want to study science and go into horticulture and all the different fields we have available here in New York, because this is where their minds will be sparked with imagination and excited. And we also want to continue making sure that we don't just talk about how great this fair is, but we keep investments. That's why last year I announced $35 million of improvements at the fair, because it's an older fair. It needs our support. A brand new pavilion this year, 2,500 square feet of show space. And for the first time ever, we're having a baby goat competition, right? I kid you not. Is that okay? Making major improvements at Restaurant Row. Plenty of place, a brand new wool center, horse stables, horticulture, education center. And also we're honoring 2 big anniversaries. 50 years of hip hop born right here in your state of New York. So proud we can keep the party going. I was at Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, where it is the claim to fame as being the birthplace of hip hop, but they're happy to share it all across the state. Also, we're going to have some great performing artists, Slick Salt and Peppa, Slick Rick, others will come here and just entertain a lot of people who remember those early days of hip hop. It's also the 10th anniversary of Taste New York, our official Eat Local, Drink Local program. And we're going to have the Taste New York Tasting Yard for the first time with all local snacks. But also, this is a chance to be right here in Syracuse exploring the world. Our cultural villages, our new Asian villages, joins our Latino, Pan-African, and Indian villages. The Voice of the Farmer program, an interactive garden tour. So this is educational. It's all fun. But people, from children all the way up to adults, are also embracing and understanding other cultures and the life of a farmer and their challenges, and hopefully walking away from this experience with a new appreciation for others. And of course, the 800-pound butter sculpture. This is epic. I love this. This year's theme is Dairy Every Day is a Healthy Way, keeping kids on track. It features a train with a cow conductor. Okay, we get the deal in imagination here. Kids as passengers enjoying a variety of dairy products. So I know you're wanting me to churn out some puns on this one. They want me to say, you better believe it, but I won't say you better believe it. But I am on a roll here. And also these guys behind me, 60 breathing, lifelike dinosaurs and lots of activities for kids. So this is great. And our admission is $6. Kids under 12 and seniors get free. That includes me. Happy to say that. But unlike other states, we don't charge for the special attractions either. I mean, we provide this with that cost of admission, and people can enjoy this without having to dig deeper into their pockets. But I want to get back to agriculture. A quarter of our landmass is dedicated to farming, 7 million acres, as I was saying before. It's the backbone of our state. The fresh food, ensuring our food and beverages are delivered freshly. And I'm really proud to support our farmers. And now we're going to do that this year. This is exciting. I'm going to assign an executive order in front of all of you to direct state agencies to increase the percentage of food they purchase from New York farmers. And within 5 years, at least 30% of all food purchases, and we're talking about SUNY campuses and schools and all of our agents, we're talking about everything. At least 30% of food purchased will be locally grown and produced, and right now, we believe that this will result in our spending on local food from $4 million to $400 million over the next 5 years. So this is a very big deal for our farmers. It's part of my commitment back in my first State of the State address. Do we increase the capacity of our food system and create more demand for locally grown meaning our farmers? I'll also be signing 2 bills. This one establishes a youth agriculture technology challenge at the State Fair in partnership with Cornell, so we'll be unveiling the details of that. That's introduced by our Assembly Member Carrie Werner and Senator James Goufus. And also the goal is to have kids develop technological solutions to some of our biggest problems facing the industry. Increasing food production, getting more yield from a seed, also addressing the impacts of climate change on our farmers, because they're out there on the front line. They're the ones experiencing in real time what is happening when the seasons are shifting so quickly and the unprecedented weather events. We literally just had a 1,000-year flooding event in the Hudson Valley, followed by 2 tornadoes upstate, followed by epic snowstorms, torrential rains, and at the bottom of it, you may not be thinking about the people most affected. It is our farmers on their land. Let's appreciate that. Let's find ways to help them innovate their way out of this crisis, because otherwise we all suffer. The second bill I will sign will increase the number of local fairs and helping them receive reimbursement for youth competitions, for livestock and arts and crafts and showmanship. And again, that's by Senator Michelle Hinchy and Assembly Member Carrie Werner. Well, this is a way we can support our smaller fairs, but also a marketing plan of $1 million to help our smaller fairs, because this goes on for 13 days and this is all the attention. But throughout the summer and fall, we want to make sure that our local fairs, the ones that really are important to the identity of our smaller communities, can thrive. So I want to thank all of our farmers for what they do for us every single day. They are the unsung heroes of our economy. We export many, many products that I'm proud of across this country and across the world. But this is a way we say thank you. So when you see a farmer, walk up and give them a big hug and say, thank you for giving us the food to nurture our families, to sustain us, and to make New York so proud of our agricultural history. And it all starts right here at the State Fair. I want to thank everybody. I think I forgot to mention Senator Mannion here as well. Senator Mannion sitting right there. Thank you. Thank you to our delegation. Thank you. And now we'll move on to our bill signing, welcoming up our partners from the legislature and others.
Please remain seated for photos.